Hi, faithful friends. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And boy, do we have a lot to get caught up on. I'm so excited to share with you my Memorial Day weekend with my husband and I. We went away for a long weekend. Actually, we went to Ocean City, Maryland, did a little bit of thrifting there, a day at the beach. And then we went to Williamsburg, Virginia, where we did more antiquing and thrifting. And so today's video, I'm sharing all the details about this wonderful long weekend. One of my favorite memories as a child is going to Ocean City. We used to go there, well, we've gone there several times, but when I was a child, we would actually go camping. And it was like it was almost like a family reunion. So many people would go, so many extended, cousins and aunts and uncles would go. It would be like this big family reunion. It was so much fun, but I always got so excited when I hit the Bay Bridge. When I got to the Bay Bridge, you could see some of the bay water, and just going over that long bridge would get me so excited. But that took us, once we got through the Bay Bridge, we went to our first stop. There's this little town called Salisbury, Maryland, or in Salisbury, Maryland, and there's this country shop, the Country House. It used to be advertised in like country sampler magazines, and it's one of my must-stop places. So that was the first place, of course, tradition says that I have to stop at. So let me show you a little bit of that, and then I can just show you a quick haul from that store, since it won't fit into my thrift haul that I'll have coming up next time. I'll show it to you here in a few minutes. Let me just show you some clips of the Bay Bridge and some clips inside this store. It's, like I said, it's a big store, and it's my favorite. there with the intention of getting something very specific. So for the last, I don't know, 20 years, I have had this magnetic yard stake in my yard where you can put just a pretty magnet on it, or you can use it for your address. I have the ones that I use for my address, so people know the number. So, but the one I have, like I said, I've had it probably 20 years and it is rusted to pieces. It's like, I mean, it's still together, it's well made, but it's starting to rust. So I knew that they sold those there because that's where I had originally purchased mine. So I went there with the intention of buying a new one. So this is what I got. And you're welcome to take a screenshot of it, but it's magnetic. This isn't oh yeah, it is. It's got magnets on it. And it just stakes into your ground. This one is much heavier than my original one I have. They've improved it, I think, quite a bit, and it's taller. So this is gonna go in my yard. I'll make sure I share with you the little, what it looks like and how I use it. But I also got, because my magnets are also very old and they're starting to really fade, and I knew I did not have any for summer. So I got a nice summer one, a nice patriotic. And I knew I wanted one with geraniums and flags. So this is perfect. And so this is what, again, I'll show you. Hopefully you can catch up on what that is. But it's Yard Designs by Studio M is this brand. And it comes with the letters, so you can, because it has a space here for your address, so you can put your house number in there. So I got this summer patriotic one, and then I got a winter one. Again, the address can go here. And I thought it was so pretty with the cardinals and just a nice winter scene. Because, I do Christmas. I do celebrate Christmas. However, I want to decorate seasonally. So that's what I do. And the other thing that I really needed or wanted to get a couple of were the large flags, the decorative flags that go on your house. I did not have, I have one for summer, but it has strawberries on it. And to me, that falls, around here, the strawberries are starting to become, to be in season here, to pick them and to pick your own out of the gardens. So it's okay for now, but I wanted something that feels a little more summery. And again, I wanted some geraniums. So this is patriotic and it has geraniums in it. So it's a large flag. This one is like a bouquet of flowers in a wagon. And this is, trying to see, it's Custom Decor is the brand. And this is called Patriotic Wagon. So I will be putting this up, probably as soon as I get done with this video. I'll take a little video clip of it and share with you what it looks like and how I have it in my yard, what it looks like hanging. And then the other is this large, I got a fall, for fall. It says give thanks with a grateful heart. It has birds and this Indian corn. This one is by Flag Trends by Carson. Flag Trends is the brand of this one. And the other thing I look for, I like it to be double-sided, especially if it has writing. Anytime I buy a flag, especially the large one, just kind of make sure that it's double-sided, unless it's against like your house or something. It doesn't really matter, but I always I try my best to always make sure it's double-sided. And I don't necessarily go with matchy-matchy, but I do kind of want it to flow from one end of the house, one end of my yard to the other. And so that's what I've done there. And I did get a gift with purchase. I got this little tea towel. This cute tea towel. sunflowers, and you know, the buffalo print. So that was nice. Got a little bit of something out of it. But yeah, that was so much fun. Next, we went to the beach. And I love the beach. And then while we were at the beach, you know, we were there for about an hour or so. It was too cold here to really get in the water, but we walked around a little bit. We took our chairs and then we sat just with our feet in the sand, which I love. I love water. I just have always, you know, at the very least, we have a swimming pool. And even though it's above ground, I still like having water. It just grounds me. Just helps me to relax. So that was so nice. But then afterwards, we drove down to, we were down like the further end of Ocean City, past the boardwalk. And we just kind of like that end of the beach for sitting at the beach. It's not quite so busy. But afterwards, we went down to where the pier was, down to Thrasher's French fries. If you know, you know, right? If you know what Thrasher's French fries are, that's a must-have. So we drove down to the pier, that end of Ocean City, parked, and we got our French fries, and then we just kind of walked along a little bit of the boardwalk, and here they were set up for a ceremony. And it was starting in a few minutes, so we grabbed a seat and we just watched. They were, you know, it was a ceremony for observation for our veterans for Memorial Day. And it was beautiful. Let me just say, of course, you know, the beach backdrop was perfect, but that was just so special. Like, I have never personally been a part of any Memorial Day ceremonies, but they had each, someone from each branch, military branch, representing their branch, and they had wreaths made that they hung behind a plaque for, you know, their designated ones. And it was so beautiful. At the end of the ceremony, they had a military airplanes flying overhead. And that, I tell you what, I didn't really get emotional until the jets flew over. Something about that just I don't know, I'm getting a little bit emotional right now about it, just thinking about it. But it was just so beautiful. I was just so happy that we got to observe with that ceremony. Like I said, it was my first time, you know, being a part of anything like that, and I'm so blessed that we got a chance to. So let me show you a few clips of that, and then we're gonna head on to Williamsburg. Wasn't that ceremony beautiful? I was just so moved. The one thing I didn't get a clip of, and I regret that now, is not getting a clip of the jets flying over. For some reason, I thought they were going to be going at Mach speed and I wouldn't be able to get them, but I totally could have. But you know what? I just enjoyed the moment. So let's look at it like that. But that ceremony was just so beautiful. The band was fabulous. So then after the ceremony wrapped up, we headed over to Assateague Island. That's also a must-visit place for us. We need to go see the ponies and the horses, and it did not disappoint. There was a baby pony. I'll show you some clips from that as well. And also the neighborhood where we stayed was actually, we stayed at a house of someone my husband knows. They have a rental property there. It's about 15 to 20 minutes from Ocean City. So it's like close to the beach, close enough that we can visit there, but far enough away that we can stay away from all the hustle and bustle and feel like we're in a secluded little neighborhood. The neighborhood was really cute. It had some of the cutest houses. They're more of the colonial federal style. I took a few pictures of my favorites and I'll show you those here coming up next. But after that, you know, we wrapped up our vacation by eating at a must-stop restaurant. We always stop at Hooper's, and my husband and I, we get the all-you-can-eat crabs. So it's all-you-can-eat whole crabs and fried chicken, hush puppies, and corn on the cob. It is my favorite restaurant, and we just sit there and pick crab and enjoy ourselves so much. So I hope you enjoy these next few clips, and then we're gonna head over the bridge. You know, there's a very, very long bridge and 3 tunnels to from, you know, the tip of Ocean City, the tip of Maryland, and it goes over the ocean down to Virginia Beach where we enter back onto the mainland. Let me tell you, that was a trip as well. I had never traveled that direction before on that route, and it was very interesting. The bridge was super long, like we're talking miles and miles, and we go under 2 different tunnels, which was pretty interesting as well. Actually, I think it was 3 tunnels. 3 tunnels, and then from Virginia Beach to Williamsburg is another underwater tunnel. You know, the bridge, it wasn't bad, but it's also but it was a little nerve-wracking, if I do say so. After a while, it was like, you know, you're on a bridge and there's just water, and then people, you're just praying that people drive with some sense. But we made it safely. It was quite an experience. It was fun, I will say. But, you know, I'll also share some of those here in the next little clip of video footage for you. been a nice relaxing weekend. Now we're leaving Ocean City and we're heading to Williamsburg now. My husband's back there. He had to take the lawn chairs out of or the beach chairs out of the back because they're starting to rattle, and he's hooking them onto the hitch. But it was such a nice weekend. I hope you enjoyed, spending time with us here in Ocean City, Maryland, and seeing all the few sights that we've seen. It was a nice, relaxing weekend. Were those the cutest ponies you've ever seen? Did you see the tiny one? Oh my goodness, they were so cute. I'm glad we were there to see them. And the backdrop was just amazing. That was so fun. It's always fun to see, my husband kind of laughs because, we see horses here, all the time at our home, but they're in fenced in areas. But to see them in the wild on Assateague Island, it's just so fun. Like I said, we enjoyed that so much. And then the baby ducks and the baby geese, oh my goodness, their fuzzy little bodies are just so cute. I love them so much. We had such a wonderful time. And oh, did you see the little clip of the little town? Berlin is the name of the town, and that's actually the town we were staying in. It's so cute. I love all the little shops. It's just a great place to go and visit. So I hope you enjoyed all of that. Next stop is Colonial Williamsburg, and then we visited the Williamsburg Antique Mall. Huge antique mall. So I'm going to show you a few clips of that, and downtown Colonial Williamsburg is our next stop. So I hope you enjoy those as well, because the buildings, the old homes, oh goodness, I love the colonial, early American, primitive style. It just makes me so happy. So I enjoy looking at those types of areas as well, and just learning a little bit more about history is just so much fun for me. I enjoy it so much, and so I hope you enjoy these clips too. So that was our fun, Memorial Day extended weekend all wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so happy that you allowed me to share these clips with you and our fun weekend. We enjoyed it so much. I came back feeling so much more relaxed and just ready to just be creative, with all the, like I said, all of the different home styles and the different decor, and just has been so inspiring. My creative ideas are just really flowing. But thank you so much for joining me today and sharing, my clips with me, and letting me share my vacation with you. Like I said, I had such a good time. And I want you to know that you are blessed and you are highly favored. And until next week, I thank you for stopping by.